others introduce you on the board so that you know who they are.
Good morning, I'm Andy Lamb, I'm the Vice President of the board.
I'm Christy Ott, I'm the secretary.
I'm Ryan Wagner. I'm just happy to be here.
You might know.
You guys know me, I'm a Specky, I'm also on the board.
We got a very quick agenda. This will be something that we do really on a monthly basis, but sometimes if we have something between a monthly meeting, we'll do another. So if there's some business that we need to attend to, this happens to be one of those things that we need to attend to today. So I'll call the meeting into order. Once I call the meeting into order, then I do open the floor for public comments. And that's what I'm going to do now. The meeting's now open. And open up to public comments. So at this time, anybody from the public can make a comment on the agenda items that we have in front of us today. Comments? That's terrible. All right, seeing no comments from the public, we'll move on to action items. First item is the 2020 budget. Corrections, Sure.
I will. Thanks for today. I apologize for this meeting. Just to give you some history as how we got here, we received our 780 notice a couple of weeks ago, which outlines our tax rates and the corresponding revenue for the 2020 budget year. David and I immediately noticed that the tax rate that was approved was 20 cents instead of 23 cents that the voters approved. So we made an appointment with our representative, which stands for Department Government Finance. So we traveled to Indianapolis to meet with her, and she explained that we were very conservative in our estimates for assessed value, and because of that, they approved the amount and then lowered the tax rate. So there is an appeal process for that, so we gather all the information and paperwork we need for that, and this approval is part of that appeal process. So what we're asking for is a correction to the requested budget, which reflects the increase in which our assessed value is estimated at 60%. So that's huge. It should be around 80%. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So we are requesting an update or corrections related to the budget to the maximum levy. We're requesting approval to ask for the maximum levy, which is 23 cents, and we'll equate to 2.7 million instead of 3.5. One thing about that, we're not requesting an increased budget amount, but that $177,000 increase to go into our office. So the tax rate is the 23 cents that was approved by the taxpayers with us. There's also a penalty for a correction, which in this case would equate to about $15,000. And after a lot of discussion and a lot of thinking on my part, they had agreed to waive that correction for a couple of reasons. My first entry process, the community's first one to the referendum, and they always invited us to be very conservative in our AP, so we were going to follow in the direction. So I'm requesting approval to increase our request to the maximum tax levy at $3,707,555 at a tax rate of 23 cents.
Move to approve.
Questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes. At this time, I'll open up the floor again to public comments.
So you guys know what we just did?
Very good.
Yeah. So last May, your moms and dads, the people in Franklin said they would raise their taxes 23 cents. to help pay for teacher salaries, support staff salaries, and mental health. And when we went to the state to get that 23 cents, they only gave us 20 cents. So we saw the error and we asked for them to give us back what the taxpayers agreed to pay. And so we had to do that through this formal vote. That's what we did today. So now our teachers see an increase in their salaries, support staff salaries, and then mental health. They're doing a couple of different things. Like one thing that's coming to your school is a therapy dog. And it's going to be part of the mental health stuff. And right now, they're working on getting the right puppy for us to be our therapy dog, and hopefully we'll have it later this school year. So that's just a couple things we're doing. So that's what we did today. Any questions about that? Yes. It's a Labradoodle. Huh? It'll be cute. These are great. Yes. Yes. And yeah.
How about Poppy eat?
How does the
You know what? That's gonna be part of the stuff you all do to help it. And then we'll also go home every night with someone from our school. Yes. That's a good question. So the question was, why did we raise it by 23 cents? Well, about 18 months ago, the CFO at the time, name was Mr. Mercer, and Mr. Lamb, and Mr. Wertz, and worked with us, as well as the rest of the board, to say, how much money do we need to help raise teacher salaries? And we needed $3.5 million. Yeah, a lot of money. And so that 23 cents allowed us to get that money. So that's what we did. So we came up with the formula, and then we went out and we talked to the community, and they said, yes, we can do that. So that's why we raised 23 cents. That's a good question.
Will you be having
Yes, we will actually be talking. The first thing we actually did was not buy the dog. The first thing we did was hire a mental health director, Kim Sperling. And she is going to begin working on a lot of different factors. But that's a really good question. All right.
what's his name?
You guys are going to help name it. All right, any other questions before we close the meeting? Yep. Yeah, that's another good question. It was all the people in Franklin, in Union Township and Needham Township. Those three townships made up the people that voted yes, and that's who got assessed. But the other good news, like Kohl's and Marshalls and PetSmart, they all have to help pay that. So it's not just moms and dads, it's businesses and different things like that. So, one more question. Yes, sir. Yep. Do I have a council? A council to help with the mental health? That's another great question. And yes, we are going to have a council, and there will be a high school student on the committee to help with the dog every day. So, yep, those are good questions. You all have very smart students.
Yes, we do.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Can you list all the things we can help the dog do?
I cannot.
We don't know yet.
It's part of the learning process.
Yeah, what else? All right,
With 23 cents,
yes.
do you guys understand where that comes from? 23 cents doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it's going to add up to $3.7 million. That is a lot of money. So that 23 cents comes from property taxes, right? So people in Franklin who own property, whether they have a house on it, is there a different rate for farms? Yeah, or is it all? So there's different rates if it's farmland or if it's a business or you own a home. That's where that money's coming from the taxes for your property that you own in Franklin.
All right. Yep. It's gonna go with the separator, but the dog will have access to the bus. We will have the dog probably ride the bus stop. Yes, all the way in the back.
So you said how it will raise up to 6.7 million.
Yep.
Will the teacher get paid that?
You know what? The teachers are getting a large portion of that, yes, and they're gonna get their first paycheck for the referendum in January. They're gonna see their first some money. And this guy right over here, Mr. Norton, is part of the team that helped negotiate all that for all the teachers, so he is the vice president. Yes.
So like, can we go to the therapy dog or something? Like,
Therapy dog will be here, and then they'll come to class and do different things. Yep.
We still have a lot to figure out with what the
Yeah.
dog is gonna do, but that's part of it is, yeah, the dog might come and visit the classroom sometimes, might help with some lessons, some kids might need to go see the dog for a break. There's all of those different things we have to figure out.
Those are good.
I want to.
Okay, yep.
What mental condition do you have to be in to actually see the dog?
Oh, that's a good question. You know what, the dog's gonna help with kind of everyday life, but when kids are having, maybe they're stressed out or they're angry or stuff like that, that's what the dog's gonna work on. You don't have to actually have like a special label or anything. And that's where the trainers are gonna come in and be handy to learn how to work with the dog. That's a good question though. Yes? Yep.
I have some questions depending on what you say. Is our class gonna see the dog?
Huh?
Is our class gonna see the dog?
No. Yes, sir. One last question. Do I like the Colts? I am a fan, but they need therapy dogs too. All right.
Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you, guys. I love all the questions. And at this point, I'm gonna close our meeting and adjourn it. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.